Okay, so this week's EastEnders debate is about Stacey Branning. Don't know if you guys have heard this yet or not, but she is actually going to find out that she is pregnant. Wow, bit of a shocker. Obviously, if you've been watching this week's EastEnders Omnibus, you'll know that Shabnam's also found out she's pregnant. So the obvious thing that's going to come to this is who's going to be the father? Is it going to be Kush or is it going to be Martin? I think it's going to be a really good storyline, to be completely honest. As you already know, there's been a bit of a back and forth between Stacey and Kush. Stacey's still got feelings for Kush, obviously. She's been trying to make a go of it with Martin, but that's clearly just her trying to use Martin as kind of like a rebound to try and get over Kush, but it's clearly not working. Her feelings are strong for Kush and she wants to be with him. It's going to be interesting because it's going to be a thing of, is the whole affair going to come out, which is probably likely once this happens, whether we find out whether he's the father at this time or not. I think it's going to lead to a lot of things happening. Obviously, we also know that Nancy is kind of got this idea that, you know, something's going on between them. At the moment, she thinks it's Stacey, but I did notice that when Kush and Stacey came into the hospital late when Shabnam got attacked, you know, she was kind of starting to suss that something was a bit up. So even though she'd been saying what she was saying, I think as the storyline develops between them, I think she's going to start to think more and more, you know what, this is fishy, and I do actually think that Kush is up to something. So I do think it's going to be really interesting to see how that pans out. Who do you think is actually going to be the father? That's a really good question. I mean, Kush is the obvious answer, isn't it? Because it's going to be the thing where it's going to make everything that much more difficult for Kush, because obviously he's got two women pregnant. So again, it's just got that little bit more complicated, because obviously with Shabnam being pregnant, if she decides to tell him, because I mean with how she's been with Jade, or Roya as she named her, you know, it's one of these things where is she going to try and have an abortion behind his back? You don't really know what's going to happen, but let's just go under the assumption that he does find out that she's pregnant. The natural thing would have been then obviously to go with Shabnam. You mean she's carrying his child, so that would have been the obvious answer where I think he would have gone, especially as he obviously had a go at Stacey once he found out that she'd been attacked. So, you know, I think that kind of thing would lead him to her. However, obviously when he finds out he's got two women there who've both carried his baby, it then again obviously opens everything straight back up again, because it's a level playing field for both of them. They're both having these kids, so I think he would be the obvious answer. But what it may even be is that it's Martin's kid. However, they make it seem like it might be because she is for long enough for it to do the damage. And so what I mean by that is it's not certain who the father is, but because she is pregnant, it leads to things happening of Shabnam finding out about them too, you know, and then in the end it turns out that's not even his kid anyway. So it was like, it's all come out and it didn't even need to, because it was Martin's. So I do kind of think of it that kind of thing could happen where the damage still gets done, but it doesn't turn out to be Kush's kid. But we all know realistically for EastEnders, for the drama impact, it being Kush's would be the logical answer for it to be. Whoever it turns out to be, I know it's going to be a good storyline, and I am really looking forward to seeing what's going to happen, to be completely honest. I will go at the moment with, as I say, like, because Kush is the obvious answer, it kind of makes me want to go on the other end and think they'll probably try and twist it round, but because he's such the obvious answer, I'm thinking it probably is just going to be Kush. I'll go with Kush for now. I think it probably will be Kush. He's just add to the whole drama effect of the show, and obviously making it just that little bit difficult for him to make that choice. But guys, what do you think about this? Who do you think the father will be? Who do you actually want it to be? What do you think it's going to lead to? Do you think Shabnam's going to find out about Kush and Stacey? What's going to mean for Stacey and Shabnam's relationship? Obviously, they're very close friends. Again, this is another thing that could probably ruin their friendship. Let me know what you think, guys. Drop me a comment. I'll be glad to see all your opinions. Thank you very much also for watching this video. If you did like it, please remember to give it a thumbs up. And remember to subscribe as well, as I do other videos such as comedy, blog and music videos. And also do the rap roundups, which are dedicated to EastEnders as well. Thank you very much for watching, guys. But until next time, it's Python signing out. Peace.